Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
All right, so we have a little activity on radar this morning. Hopefully that translates to more in more spots this afternoon to slow down some of that heat. Hopefully, we'll take a look at some of the areas seeing a couple of sprinkles. It's not big rain, but near Madison and near Live Oak, we got a couple of showers. Some spots that we could certainly use more of a break from any showers. Same with a couple of sprinkles south of Highway 98 in Taylor County. Now, I do see a little bit more into parts of Wakulla, all along the coast around Shell Point, and a few more back towards Lanark Village. So we see some that extend into parts of Franklin and more out into the Gulf. Certainly not big rains, and it's not all over the place. These are moving from south and west to north and east, so maybe a few more areas will get some of these early showers, which hopefully primes the pump to get some more showers this afternoon. You can see how they've been moving, at least so far this morning, and I do think they'll continue to move in that direction. There's still going to be so much warm, humid, unstable air in place. It won't take much to get some showers cooking. Now, what's left of Debbie, now no longer a tropical system, still bringing a whole bunch of rain to parts of the mid-Atlantic. I don't expect that to have any more of an impact on our forecast. We just have all this warm, humid air in place. It's 80 this morning in Tallahassee. It's 81 for us in Valdosta and Thomasville, one of our cooler spots at 77. And that third row of numbers, those dew point temperatures at 77 and 77 and 80. That's why it feels so icky sticky out there this morning. And I think if these dew points stay where they are now, it's going to be really uncomfortable throughout the day. So hopefully there will be some showers to help calm down some of this heat. In Perry, in Apalachicola, it's 85 this morning. A little bit cooler in Quincy at 75, or Blakely where it's 72. We're at 78 in Moultrie and 76 in Bainbridge. Now, it's not breezy. I don't expect it to be breezy today, but that wind is changing direction a little bit more from the southwest and south. That brings in more of the humid, and I do think we'll be looking for some patchy fog in a couple of spots. In Quincy, our visibility is only 1.25 miles. Thomasville and Live Oak is down to 3 miles, and each of the next few mornings, now that we've got that different wind direction, we've got that extra humidity in the air, we're going to find more and more patchy fog. The overall pattern still not changing, but hopefully it starts to get back to a more typical August pattern over the weekend, which means better chances for the afternoon showers. I think today, limited, not zero, limited. There still will be some. There were still some yesterday, but it wasn't an everybody gets wet kind of deal. I think Saturday afternoon, a better shot to get a few more showers. Sunday, an even better chance to get a few more showers. And hopefully that means not as many hours with those really high temperatures to go with all that really high humidity. So hopefully over the weekend, things do start to inch back at least a little. We're no longer calling Debbie a tropical, but it's still an area of low pressure, still bringing a whole bunch of rain that's going to spread through more of the Virginias and into parts of the mid-Atlantic and eventually the Northeast. Still going to be a really soggy setup up there. The Caribbean is actually nice and quiet now. That other energy no longer a thing, but out across the Atlantic, several waves lining up. And at least one of them looks like it's got a shot for some development over the next week as it works its way towards the islands. Got plenty of time to watch and see if anything is ever forming with this one. It is that point in August where things do start to get more active in the tropics, and of course we've got our eyes on all of it for you. Southwest winds on the Gulf today 5 to 15, seas 2 to 4 feet. It is going to be hot. It is going to be humid. We'll have hazy sunshine early, maybe a couple of sprinkles in a few lucky spots, but 70s and 80s become 90s real fast, and I think the warm spots get into the upper 90s. I'm going to leave the rain chances around 30–40%. That's all. Very, very humid today, so we'll feel 10 or 15 degrees hotter than it is when you mix in that heat index. More muggy tonight, partly cloudy skies, mid-70s in the cool spots. Some areas are going to barely dip below 80. And there's that 7-day forecast where those daytime highs, they come down at least a little. Mid-90s, okay, this time of year they happen. But as long as we get a couple of pop-up showers in the afternoons to knock those temperatures from those numbers, then at least we don't stay there for 4, 5, 6, 7 hours like we did yesterday in so many spots. And I think like we can today, again, with all that heat and humidity.